you practice. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So grandparenting, this is a fun one. I love this because there is a study out of Oxford. Oxford University followed 1,500 kids.
1500. Okay.
Yeah. And Boston College followed families. They didn't say how many, and I tried to look up the studies, didn't find it. But Boston College study followed families for 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
and they have come to the conclusion that um, it's not toys, and I think we've talked about this before. It's not toys that kids want. It's not even like these trips with grandparents that make those great bonding moments. It's undivided attention. 20 minutes, just you and me. I'm focused on you. We're having a conversation. I'm down on the floor playing with you. Um, just that everything you say is like it's very important to me. What you're saying, having conversation and being present, no screen time, none of that stuff. And they said that kids who have grandparents who engage with them that way, that there's a lot less anxiety, there's a lot less what is it, less anxiety, less stress, less and there's less depression in the grandparents.
Absolutely. I would say that to me that's like common sense. There's a reason that multi-generational families work. And
Mm-hmm.
it reduces the stress on the parents. It reduces the stress on like everybody. The whole system has less stress. The whole
Yeah.
system has more supports. So I mean, it makes 100% sense. And the interesting thing um, that so many young people, young parents, are like, oh, I don't want to be anywhere near my parents. I don't want them anywhere near my kids. It was so toxic. It was and again, it you have to be like, okay, what was so toxic? You got told no.
Right. Right. That's
Like, and this is not to say that there are not relationships that are not absolutely toxic, and
absolutely.
100% you wouldn't want your kids to be involved in some of these things, but there are so many people that it's just, you hurt my feelings. You
Hmm.
like, um I had one of my clients was she's asked me like, are there any situations where it's okay to like cut off and just walk away from like your mother? And I was like, well, of course. And she's like, give me some examples, because what she had been doing in the past is, if she felt slighted at a birthday party, if enough people didn't talk to her, she would cut them off. And I was like, well, okay, the first, like, obviously attempted murder, that would, I would cut people off for that. um
Yeah.
you know Not just sexual, pretty much any kind of an assault, we're done.
Hmm. Hmm.
um and she's like, oh, you mean like things? And I was like, yes, we should mean things.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that she made fun of you at whatever. Yeah, I'm so over all
But
that.
back to, I want to circle back. Grandparenting is such like you said, it can be such a beautiful, it I think it's considered the most important relationship a child can have, next to the parent child relationship.
Yeah. In this study, the children, now they were talking about teens, obviously, but the children were talking about their grandparents as like a second mom and dad. So yeah,
Right. It is that.
there needs to be that concentrical moving, out of the
Right, the
family
layers.
nucleus that.
Right, the
Mhm.
layers of support where, like you were saying, find a safe adult. The grandparents should always be that, even if
Mhm.
it's more the periphery, they should always be that present. And then
Yeah.
the other part of that is grandparents get a lot of flack about spoiling the kids or playing or not following mommy and daddy's rules. And like, here's the reality, parents: teachers are not going to follow your rules, grocery store owners are not going to follow your rules. Kids need to learn to follow lots of rules, and that can include
Mhm.
grandparents' rules. And so, my
Mhm.
advice would be just grandparent.
Yeah. Well, and you say that because the kids would come over to the pool. They were over here the other day, and my number one rule is You have to listen to Gaia's rules or you can't be in the pool. And my son is like, what, how'd you get him to do that? It's like, because he knows I mean it. I don't just throw it out and say, okay, and give him 15 chances. Not that that's what they do. But it's like, I don't give him 15 chances. When I say it, I mean it. He knows it because found out one time and it took one time and he learned. And like, okay, when Gaia says hold on to the side or put the floaties on or stay on the edge of the pool, that's what she means. And you better do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
I love that.
yeah,
Consistency.
firm, fair, consistent.
Love it. Just grandparent.
Just grandparent. Yeah.